let me start this off with a story. About a year and a half ago, I went to San Diego to visit my friend Peyton.
Okay.
And we went to this awesome little taco truck. And it looked a little sketchy, but I went anyway. And it was literally the best food I've ever had in my entire life. Like, my mouth is watering for it right now.
Yeah.
And he recommended, because I didn't know what to get, he recommended getting the surf and turf tacos. And so basically that was shrimp and carne asada, and it was the best thing of my entire life. So I typically like to try to recreate some of those experiences. And so sometimes what I make is a paleo version of that taco, but kind of in a bold fashion. And so I start off with some steak, and you could get carne asada. Sometimes I don't get it, sometimes I do. I'm lazy. It's whatever's at the store, whatever's on sale. And so I start with that, and I season it a little bit with just some salt and pepper, and maybe some other taco seasonings like cumin and things like that. And then I slice it up. So actually the first thing that I really do is I get my big pan out like this. And I used to use olive oil for this dish, but I one day didn't have olive oil and ended up using coconut oil. And I actually like kind of the flavor that it brought to the dish, a little bit of a sweetness to that savory vibe. So I just put a good healthy amount, about a spoonful or so of coconut oil in the dish. And then I come back to my meat and I'm going to chop it up into about like half inch square kind of sizes. I don't really measure things, so I just kind of go, and if it looks about right, it looks about right. So I'm going to chop those up. This is one of the reasons I hate cooking, is because this takes 100 years to chop things. Meat is not the worst. The worst, we will see soon, is bell peppers. I hate cutting bell peppers.
Why?
Because they're aggressive and they're just...
Aggressive? They're not. How are they
Because they're
aggressive?
awkward. They're just really awkward creatures.
They're not awkward.
They are awkward to cut.
They're not that hard.
And it's a lot of work. It's just... I'm just lazy, okay?
But you're so good at it.
I'm not good at it.
You are. You need to give yourself some more...
to be good at
Stop. You need to give yourself some more grace.
See, look at all this fat. Does, like, some good things. Like, I was just reading about this in Leviticus, that fat gives, like, a lot of juice and things, and, like, a lot of flavor, but it's not always good for you. So even though there's something in life that you love, and you should have more of, or you think you should have more of, because it just makes you feel really good.
Like peach rings?
Possibly. I wasn't making that conclusion. In the long run, this fat is not good for your health. So you gotta cut it out of your life. Tear it out. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take this and I'm literally gonna just pour it in. Let it brown out. Ooh, hot. Okay. See, I'm a really good cook, obviously. Let it brown out. I need one of those, these things. These are helpful. And I just let it roll around. Turn it down a little bit. It's a little bit high. Turn it down to about 3. Move my coconut oil over. And I'm just finishing up chopping some onions. I just did a whole onion. And this is how I chop onions, because I don't care what they look like, really. But I make them just chopped to size, is what I like to call that. And drop it on the ground all the time.
Yeah, hence it's all over the floor. There it is.
I'll sweep. And so I just take that, throw it in.
Okay.
With the meat. And then I will move on to my least favorite.
You know, I actually like chopping bell peppers.
Well, then maybe I'll switch out for you. I'll show you.
Do you want me to chop them? Here, I'll chop them.
Well, let me show you how I do it first, and then maybe you can, like, coach me and tell me if I'm doing it wrong.
Okay.
It's just because they're awkward is what I don't like, because it's, like, it's all this stuff, and then you don't want the inside.
Right.
So I just kind of, like, stab it.
Oh, no. No. Don't do that. Stop what you're doing. Stop.
This is what
no, why would you do that?
It's like a pumpkin.
No,
like
you don't.
Carving a pumpkin.
No wonder you don't like it. You're doing it wrong.
And so then you just pull it out.
Why would you? Oh my god.
And I go like this.
I'm going to show you.
Is this not right?
I'm going to show you an easy way.
Am I a kindergartner?
I'm going to show you an easy way.
If anything I can get out, like with my fingers, I do.
I'm gonna show you an easy way.
And then
I'm just gonna change your life.
get all the seeds out.
Oh my god. Help me.
Sometimes when I've been super lazy and don't want to chop them, I throw them in the food processor,
You
but
would.
it processed it a little too much. So yeah, and then I just. They're not flat. I don't.
Okay, I'm gonna show you a completely different way.
Awkward.
I'm gonna show you.
You can do the other one.
Okay.
Hold on.
So I'm gonna show Kenzie how to chop this the right way because I can't believe she doesn't know how to do this. So instead of cutting around the thing, which is stupid, you're just gonna do this. Okay.
But you're missing out on all this.
I'm
that you
gonna
could
cut
still
this.
eat. Oh,
I'm gonna cut this.
Okay.
Hold
Trust
on.
the process.
Trust the process. Okay. And then you cut it in half. And then strippy things.
That's still awkward.
So, see? And then you get rid of this part. Actually, you can probably still save this part. Cut that off.
Oh, you're wasting so much.
I'm not
peel
wasting.
it off.
Stop it.
Just peel it with your fingers right off the white stuff.
See? And then you do that. Okay, and then you can still save this part. You just cut it. See?
Okay.
And then it's still strippy thingies. See, you don't need the white stuff.
Oh yeah, but you're like losing
No, I'm
all
not.
this. Look right here. You just peel this off, and now you have a whole nother piece.
Okay, fine.
See? Sorry you guys didn't see that with my hands, but whatever.
See? Boom. And then you just chop it, rough chop. See? No need to like cut around the thing. This is silly. Okay.
All right, Miss Cooking Expert.
See?
Over here.
And that is how you chop a bell pepper. Okay?
Okay. We got one more over there.
That's how you do it.
So we got 2 orange ones, and I got a yellow one as well.
See?
I just get whatever.
See how
feels
easy
right.
that is?
Whatever. And so after that exhilarating lesson in chopping bell peppers, I'm going to throw those into the mix here. And I didn't juice it up, but I'll do that right now. Oops. Not only am I lazy in my cooking, but I'm also very sloppy, and so I just make a mess, and it is what it is, but here we are. So I'm juicing this. I haven't put any spices or anything in it yet. I'll do that shortly. But I'm turning it super down because I want to give some time for myself. So I just bought the frozen shrimp, but sometimes I buy it fresh, just depends on what the deals are. And so what I'm going to do, because it's frozen, is I'm going to defrost it a little bit, and take the tails off and throw them in. Okay, so I defrosted the shrimp and I took the tails off, and so now I'm literally just going to throw them into the mix. And then throw some spice in there. My biggest thing that I like to do with spice is cumin in this one. You can get the pre-made mixes, but I don't like the pre-made taco mixes because they also have like sugar and stuff in them, and I don't like that. So this is pumpkin pie spice. We don't want that. Pumpkin pie spice would not work well. So this is some cumin, because I was out, I think I'm out of cumin. Ginger, allspice, yeah. So the biggest thing for taco mixes is cumin and like chili pepper.
Okay.
This is gonna open, so I'm just gonna dump a healthy amount of the cumin in there. I also like a little bit of garlic salt because I think garlic is in everything.
Duh. It's a given.
And then you don't have to put other salt in there. So I'm also gonna put in a little bit of cayenne.
Ooh.
Not too much because I don't want it too spicy, but just a little bit to give it a little kick. And a little bit of red pepper flakes to also give it a little bit of a kick.
Okay.
I like to sweat just a little bit. But I'm also like a super taster. So everything is very sensitive to my palate. So here's the chili powder. Oops, okay. be careful when you put things in here. One time I dumped an entire giant thing of crushed red pepper flakes into a mix, and it did not go over well. I still ate it because I am too proud to not eat it, and I had spent all the money
I know.
on the food.
Exactly.
So, a little bit more garlic salt, just to even out the flavor.
You never have enough garlic
And
salt.
seriously, and some pepper, just black pepper. Oh, I missed the tail. No matter how much you look, you'd think it would
It's
be
okay.
good. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it back up to about 3.5. Put the lid back on.
Okay.
And let it sit for maybe like 20 more minutes.
Okay.
And then that's it.
All right. And there you have it, folks.
Okay, so here it is, pretty close to done. I'll probably leave it on for a few more minutes just to really solidify some of those veggies. But then I'm not gonna eat any tonight, but when I do eat it for dinner tomorrow, I'll put first some romaine lettuce in the bottom of a bowl, and then just pour this on top, and we'll just eat it just like that. So it's kind of like a surf and turf taco bowl over romaine, just without any corn or grains, no bread, tortillas, or anything like that. So that is one of my favorite recipes right there. I made it up all by myself.